You. Right there. Sitting. Standing. Lying down. You. Right there. Are just as good as anyone else. Don't let anyone tell you different. Recently I had a conversation with one of my friends. I was talking to my buddy Sal Nallis on Equestria forums. We both write fanfics, and I guess eventually he just asked me, because he wasn't feeling so confident, what do I do? I put all this hard work into my fanfics, and I feel... He said that he feels like, he feels like he can't do it. He feels like he's, you know, he can't reach his goal. He can't be a popular author like he's wanted to, like he's dreamed of, despite him putting out lots of work. And he really liked my response, so I just felt like I'd capitalize it on him a little bit. In that message I sent him, he ended up actually putting it on his FimFiction profile, so that way he could look at it again. And I quote, "I've accepted that getting popular highly depends on luck and experience, which most fics often don't have. Our fics just haven't been most fics." Well, actually, that doesn't make any sense, but you get my point. Our fics aren't like the minority that get popular on luck and experience, and that's all right. Just because your work isn't popular doesn't mean it isn't great, or on par with other popular works. It just means it's less noticed. That's it. That's all it's directly saying. Because even though certain fics might be liked more, or even if they have like thumbs down, that's still not like a direct grade of how good a fic is. Though, you know, votes they aren't directly a comparison or directly a review. And you know, odds are if you don't have a popular fic, it probably hasn't even been highly reviewed. It might have received like a comment or something like that, a couple comments, but it hasn't been in-depthly reviewed or given criticism. And even then, it's just by one person. Who's one person to say that your work isn't good and yet someone else's is great? You need to take those things with a grain of salt. You also need to, well, take the generalization. I mean, his latest fanfic has 35 thumbs up and 0 thumbs down. I think my most popular fanfic doesn't even have like 25 thumbs up. So, I mean, that's what you gotta say right there. Coming from competitive gaming, I've learned that the best mindset in playing against someone else is to never underestimate your opponent, but never to overestimate them either. They're just as good as you. It really doesn't matter that much from other authors when writing. They are just as good as you. The stories you favorited were made by authors with just as much ability as you. Same for those who get thumbs down or don't get any views. They have just as much ability as you do. And, yeah, that's a big deal. Look, like, I'm sure that you've idolized someone before, and you probably think their work is flawless, but in reality, they're just as human as you are. You know, they're not some super mecha robot that is designed to be a magnificent author or video maker, or, artist, whatever. You know, none of that matters. They just happen to get popular based on luck and experience, and perhaps they also know techniques to, you know, give themselves a boost in popularity. But popularity doesn't necessarily mean that you're great. You can be popular and have terrible work. You can have great work and, you know, not get anyone interested into it. It's not a direct coordination. Particularly, a good story that I learned was from something that I learned from the Smash Brothers community, the competitive community of Smash Brothers. I watched a Brawl tournament because I keep up with that. I'm a competitive Smash player, and originally this player just came out of nowhere. He recently started getting incredibly good, and he became the top player in his state. But people from all over the country hadn't noticed that, just the people in Florida. And the reason why he got so good was because he had that mentality. To never underestimate your opponent, but never overestimate them either. You are basically equal to them in skill. And he played incredibly well that day. He played at a national tournament, and he beat a bunch of the top players that seemed unbeatable, especially by a guy from his level, and he just improved so much. Like, he was already a top player, but he was never, like, considered one of the best in the country, let alone, you know, like, let alone placing at the top spot. And he was literally one game away from winning the whole tournament. He ended up placing second. Let me just play his interview right now.
My mentality for every match is I'm just as good as my opponent is just as good as me. I never like to underestimate anybody because then I feel cocky, and that's never a good thing. I never like to overestimate anybody because then I'm putting myself down, and why should I do that?
Wow, that was a very great choice of words. And pretty much you said, you think, say it again, I'm sorry, that last part?
That I don't like to overestimate anybody because I don't want to be negative towards myself. Yeah. Because saying you're going to lose, you're probably going to lose. Having that negative mentality is never a good thing, and I just don't do that.
So you keep it positive?
Yes. Everyone today was like, oh, you're playing Vinny. How do you feel? My response to everyone's questions today was, I'm excited to play my next opponent.
Yeah. It's kind of a big deal, and it kind of inspired me in a way. I didn't even, like, directly realize that until one of my friends that I was talking on Skype with. We were watching the stream together, and as he gave that interview live, my friend said that's the best mentality to possibly have. And you know, I didn't even think that much about it first, but thinking about it later, discussing with my friend, it makes a whole lot more sense to me. In the end, when it comes to creating stuff, it's all right here. You know, I never imagined even having 100 subscribers. I never imagined having, like, 20, honestly. Like, when I started making videos, I had, like, 3 subs. And, you know, I'm not gonna say I'm popular because I'm not, but obviously I've gotten a few people, which I'm extremely thankful for. I've got a few people who comment on my videos every once in a while. I mean, well, yeah, some that comment every once in a while, and some that comment on a regular basis, and I'm extremely thankful for that. I never imagined, you know, that I would make people consistently want to see my work. And I've kind of gained that one in other areas too. I mean, not just video making, but also when writing fanfics. I've been spending a lot more time developing a new fanfic, and you know, I want to improve my writing ability. I want to, you know, I've always wanted to be good at art. I still haven't learned that. Yeah, maybe I can learn that. That would be cool. And let me finish that quote while we're at it. But if you keep updating and keep submitting stories, your chance for getting more popular and getting more luck is great. While in the same time you gain more practice and get more experience, it's really a win-win situation when you keep at it. At least when I look at it. I'm sure a lot of other people would disagree with me, but that's how I see it. And yeah, after I told him that, he said that was the most inspiring thing he's ever seen. Or something along those lines, I don't exactly remember. So yeah, big shout outs to my buddy Sanalas. I think that's how you pronounce it. Yeah. And just like along the way, when you're creating work, you get the opportunity to, you know, show the work to your friends, figure out, you know, what you can do to improve it. You need, you know, you're forming your first bond with your first few followers. It's incredibly exciting. It's humbling, definitely. Is there anything else I can say about that? Oh yeah, you are just as good as anyone else. This is a video for you. I made it not just for my followers, but for anyone that stumbles upon this. Just needs to... anyone that needs to realize how good they are. You are probably a fantastic person, yet you haven't realized it. You can do anything you want, literally. And I know that sounds incredibly generic and unrealistic, but you seriously can. You have that ability. You have just as much ability as anyone else. And it especially helps when it doesn't involve your physical ability. I mean, can you imagine if, like, you know, making art was physically demanding, like participating in professional sports is? Jeez, that would be awful. That would be horrible. But instead, anyone can probably create art if they take the time to learn it. And I know anyone can get better. I honestly believe that. I honestly believe anyone out here at all, if they become inspired, if they prove their work ethic, if they keep trying, just try their best, just honestly challenge themselves, push themselves further, just do whatever you want, you can get results. And honestly, results aren't even what matters. What matters is that you try and improve yourself, and that you make work that you couldn't make before. Make work that you've been satisfied with. And that's what's important. There's plenty of things I want to do. I want to be a great Smash Brothers player. I want to be great at writing fanfics. I want to be a great video maker. I want to be a great bowler. I love bowling. It's great. But I've had trouble with that as well. It's just, you know, there's a lot of things I want to do. I want to, you know, obviously I want to get into art. I want to be a dedicated lucid dreamer. I have a lot of goals. And I haven't even shown signs of progress for all of those. But hey, you can't give up. If you give up, then that's truly the only way that you'll never be able to succeed. Success doesn't come from popularity. It becomes from self-satisfaction. No, you idiot! It's self-satisfaction! Popularity and success are not of the same thing. You can be successful and not popular. You can be popular and unsuccessful. Now, it's perfectly fine to set goals for yourself. I mean, goals are fantastic. I mean, if one of your goals is to be popular, that's perfectly fine. But you just need to put yourself out there. You need to try. You need to, you know, see what you can do. You need to make friends along the way. You know, get your friends into your work. Ask them what they think of it. You know, meet new friends who do similar work to you. You know, try and keep up with each other. make it a race to see who can write new chapters more often if you release fanfics, or you know, do a video run. If like try and release more videos and see you know, who can become more successful quicker. It's a lot of fun to do that, and you know, currently working with Sal now, so I'm trying to keep up with him as he tends to release chapter fics like at least once a week, it seems. You know, all I've been able to do is release a fic every month. I mean, a chapter every month. So, but I've recently fallen in love with this new story concept of it. I'm just really excited about it. Again, I haven't been this excited in a while, and just wanting to keep up with him, wanting to strive, wanting to do better. It's just been so much. It's really happy, and I'm really happy about it. I'm just excited. It's great. I really love it. And honestly, if I keep that mentality throughout life, I think I will get places. I think I can do well. I think I can reach my goals. Sure, I probably won't reach all of them, because I'll probably have more goals than I can count. But honestly, you can't give up. You gotta keep trying. You know what? Worst case scenario, you never become popular. Hey, you know what? That doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you become popular or not. That's just a goal. Just a goal you haven't met. You still have opportunities to do so. And even if you haven't met those goals, you've probably accomplished some other goal along the way. You've probably improved your work. You've probably done better. Please, don't give up. Try. It's really as simple as that. And there's so many benefits to it. I hope that this video has changed at least one person. Because, I don't know, I get really excited thinking about this. It makes me happy to have the mentality that I have right now, and I hope I keep it, because it's just a really positive mentality to have, and I feel a lot better from it. And I'm sure results will follow. I may not be experienced in anything, but hey, there's always a chance that okay. There's always a chance that could change. See you guys next time.